Park was a 4th grade student at PS 118. He was a supporting character who was mostly in the background. He didn't have very many lines, but when he did speak, we got to see who this character truly was. But before we start, let's take a look at Park's signature look. Park had straight black hair and a bowl cut hairstyle. He wore a light blue and white sweater with a yellow U on it, dark blue pants, and white shoes. The U on his shirt I've always thought stood for university, so it looks like Park, or perhaps someone else in his life, had his eyes set on higher education. However, Park wasn't shown to be a particularly studious character. Rather, Park has shown to be an easygoing and cheerful character who just liked to hang out with his friends.
Put them all together, they spell Arnold. Unbelievable.
Ever since season 1, we saw Park as part of Arnold's large group of friends. Park was often seen playing sports, participating in school plays, and just hanging around the neighborhood. Park was a quiet yet involved member of Arnold's crew.
Stoop. What's going on?
He also happily joined the taunting of others, following Harold's lead. We saw this in the season 1 episode Stoop Kid, where Park joined his friends as they taunted this peculiar character.
I'm spreading the word!
Hey! Stoop kids afraid to leave his stoop! Stoop kids afraid to leave his stoop!
We saw this again in the episode Helga's Makeover, when Helga wasn't invited to Rhonda's all-girls slumber party.
Helga's not a girl! 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 Helga's not a girl!
You're dead.
Park was a fun-loving and sometimes silly character who usually had a big smile on his face. He loved to laugh not only at jokes.
I mean, haven't y'all heard this? Come on, guys. If we all pull together and pool our resources, I just know we can achieve our goal. We really should do it because it's the right...
But also at the misfortune of his peers. But that didn't mean Park didn't care about his friends. In probably the most memorable Park moment in the series, we saw how Park cared about the safety of his fellow students. In the episode Longest Monday, Park finds Arnold and Gerald trying to escape from the 5th graders. The older students were carrying out a tradition of throwing students into trash cans and were terrorizing the 4th graders. Park shows up just in time as Arnold and Gerald were scrambling to find refuge.
Park, what's going on?
This is my safe house.
Yeah, Eugene told us about this.
No 5th grader knows about this place, but 4th graders are always welcome. We feed the hungry, heal the wounded, and clean up the garbage cupboard. They say I might even be smelling normal again by the end of the week. We even provide psychological services.
It was horrible! They picked me up, and then they jammed me in the trash can!
Get over it, you big wuss!
You're doing a wonderful thing here, Park.
His sanctuary he had built shows how Park was a visionary. He created a multifunctional hidden retreat for his peers, shielding them from the stress and pain of this terrible school tradition.
Well, we tried.
Even though he would laugh at his friends sometimes, he did care about them and didn't want to see them harmed. I think this makes Park a pretty cool kid. And Rhonda for one agrees. This is evident in the episode Cool Party, when we saw Park as one of the attendees of Rhonda's exclusive event. There we saw an unenthusiastic Park pretending to enjoy the party alongside Peapod Kid.
We're just pretending to eat for a while, till we have to go back in there and listen to Rhonda talk about her summer vacation in Europe.
This shows how he didn't want to hurt Rhonda's feelings by appearing to not enjoy the party. However, he later decides with Peapod Kid to ditch the party in favor of Arnold's.
Rhonda, I'm terribly sorry. My headache has actually grown worse, and I fear I must take my leave.
Yeah, I'd better go with him too. You know, make sure he's okay. Thanks for the toast points. Come on, let's go to Arnold's.
I hear you on that.
Party at Arnold's house!
Other than Rhonda and Peapod Kid, Park was also frequently seen with Iggy, Curly, Sid, Joey, and Robert. As far as potential relationships go, in the episode April Fool's Day, we saw Park dancing with an unnamed redheaded girl. He was only seen with her once, so they could have just been friends. At this point, we can say that Park was a happy, kind, cool, forward-thinking 4th grader with somewhat of a cruel side. But we can also add cynical to Park's attributes because of his stance on Arnold's chance of seeing Stoop Kid leave his stoop.
Looking at Grandma? Yeah, that's right. I'm talking to you.
Come on, Beanie.
Just keep away from my stoop.
Hey, Park! Oh, sorry, Arnold. I forgot you were in there. Are you sure you don't want to come inside?
No thanks, Park. I gotta keep watching till he leaves his stoop.
Okay, but you know Stoop Kid never leaves his stoop.
However, one could argue that Park wasn't being cynical, just realistic, because the odds seemed against Arnold's favor. Because Arnold was hiding in Park's garbage can, we know that Park lived across the street from Stoop Kid. Who Park lives with, however, remains a mystery. Nothing has been revealed about Park's family life. He is also noticeably absent from the Parents' Day episode, where we got to see the parents of many supporting characters for the first and sometimes only time. I've always thought Park was of a Korean American background because Park is a common Korean last name. However, his background has never been mentioned in the show. A fun fact about Park is that he was actually responsible for everything that happened in the episode Curly's Girl. It was Park who set off the domino effect that ended up causing Rhonda to pretend to be Curly's girlfriend.
Can I do that? Yeah!
Let's take a look at this underrated scene to try to figure out what happened here. In the beginning, we see Rhonda chatting with Helga and Phoebe. The scene then cuts to Park, who picks up a painting of what looks like an orange creature. Park then walks right into Rhonda. Rhonda drops her candy apple and it stains her expensive coat. A horrified Park then runs away. There are a few questions I have about this. For one, what was holding Park's attention so much that he forgot to look where he was going? How did no one see that Park was responsible for this? And where was Park taking this painting? This was my favorite Park moment in the entire Hey Arnold series. I think it was incredible how he managed to be spared from the wrath of Rhonda after ruining her expensive coat. Park completely escaped accountability for his actions by running away without being seen. By bumping into Rhonda, Park was responsible for setting off a chain of events that led to the character development of Curly. I talk more about what happened in that episode in my character analysis video of Curly, so be sure to check that out if you haven't already. So with that, we are now at the end of my Hey Arnold character analysis of Park. What did you think of Park? Did you want to see more of him, or was his position as a background character enough for you? Let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. You can also find me on Instagram and TikTok at dialupdigest. Until next time, my friends, dialing out.